Pay careful attention to the emotions involved since Josie Duggar just delivered some tragic news about her mother Michelle. Her fans are in disbelief as the truth is unveiled in an unexpected way. Trust me, you won't be able to talk after listening to her remarks. Get out your Kleenex because this is going to hurt. Many of her admirers are astounded by how rapidly she has matured from a little, preterm infant struggling for survival to the lively and active adolescent she is now. One of the most cherished characters in the Duggar family story is Josie Duggar, the youngest of Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar's 19 children. She came from a big, famously close-knit family that became famous thanks to the hit TLC shows 19 Kids and Counting and its spin-off, Counting On. From the moment she entered this world at 25 weeks and half weeks of pregnancy, Josie had several challenges. As one of the smallest newborns at that time, she weighed just 1 lb 6 ounces. Michelle Duggar's mother conducted an emergency C-section to save her life and Josie's life, despite the terrible and scary experience of being born so early. This began a path that even her parents could not have expected, but which would shape Josie's future in ways that no one could have imagined. Being a micropre meant that Josie faced an uphill struggle from the moment of her birth, and no one could have foretold the incredible resilience she would display. Josie spent her first few months of life in NICU, the neonatal intensive care unit, where she and other premature infants get specialist treatment to help them endure and even flourish despite the tremendous odds. In the face of insurmountable difficulties, Josie has managed to stay alive. Fans of 19 Kids and Counting saw the mental toll that Josie's health issues had on her parents since she was a microprey. Even though they had to see Josie's health problems unfold, her family stayed positive and supportive through it all, and they were there to help her bounce back quickly from any setbacks. With her small stature and precarious health, NICU celebrated triumph every day. Despite the many problems that developed, her loved ones and the medical staff were there to assist her. Although she overcame several obstacles in her life, Josie's resilience and determination shone through as she matured. Gaining independence at each developmental milestone, from walking to talking, fortified her relationships with her loved ones. She became even more resilient as a result of her experiences as a preterm baby, and her infectious enthusiasm and boundless energy began to shine through when she was only a toddler. According to the Duggar family's website, the formerly fragile baby girl who had fought for her life is now a spunky, independent little girl who loves to learn about and play with her environment. A smile that spreads like wildfire is how she is described. The early health problems Josie had did not define her. What did characterize her, according to those who knew her, was her vivacious personality and love of music. For as long as she can remember, Josie has made music her life, whether she's singing or playing the piano. In July 2009, Josie proudly stood before her church congregation and played the Star-Spangled Banner, a moment that fans of the Duggar family were able to see. It was a proud moment for the family. Music gave Josie a way to channel her boundless enthusiasm and imaginative spirit. The video of the performance quickly went viral on social media, and admirers were astounded by the transformation Josie had undergone since her early days at NCU. Her infectious charm and ability to light up any room were just as beloved by fans as her musical talent. Whether she was joking around with her brothers or talking about getting her baby teeth out, Josie always seemed much older and more confident than her years. Her enthusiastic personality and willingness to engage with people won her many fans on 19 Kids and Counting. By April of 2023, Josie Duggar has undergone an incredible transformation, becoming a spirited young teenager. The audience loved her because of her charming personality and infectious enthusiasm. Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar have 19 children, and the youngest of them, Josie, has spoken up for the first time. What she said has brought tears to the eyes of even the most devoted fans of the Duggar family. Josie has developed into a mature, kind, and unassuming young lady at the age of 15. During her early days, she fought for her life as a preterm baby weighing just 1 pound, 6 ounces. Prayers and tubes encased the helpless infant in the minds of many. Now, however, Josie is speaking out about something very personal, her mother, Michelle Duggar, with a voice that is not only powerful, but also daring. As the Duggar family has been the subject of increasing public scrutiny, Josie has, for years, avoided the limelight almost completely. Josie has kept primarily to herself until now, as her elder siblings have found spouses, started children, or broken away from their parents' conservative views. A shocking video that had been published to a secret friends-only account made its way to fan forums, showing Josie sitting alone in a comfortable room with a stack of books behind her, whispering, "I've been keeping this in for a long time. A little something about my mom, though, I believe, should be known." She took a deep breath and fought back tears. The 58-year-old Michelle Duggar is reportedly going through a tough patch emotionally, according to Josie. Michelle is no longer the charming, smiling mother that her followers remember from when she was in charge of chore schedules and Bible studies. She doesn't smile like she used to, Josie shared in the video. She forgets stuff a lot. She's sad. Like, really sad. And no one really talks about it. Josie went on to say that ever since the family scandals erupted and more children began distancing themselves from the family's teachings, Michelle has become increasingly withdrawn. "I think it broke her heart when Jill left. And then Jinger. And Joy saying she needed space. I think Mom feels like she's losing everyone." What made fans emotional wasn't just the content, it was the fact that Josie was the one revealing it. "She's the baby," one fan wrote. Hearing her say this just hits different. She's still growing up in the middle of all this mess. Perhaps the most heartbreaking part of Josie's video came halfway through, when she lowered her voice and said, "Sometimes I wake up at night and I hear her crying in the laundry room." She paused, fighting back tears. This raw moment shattered the illusion that Michelle is unaffected by the mounting criticism, family fractures, and quiet rebellion from her children. For the first time, the public got a glimpse at Michelle Duggar not as the always smiling mother of 19, but as a woman who's been deeply affected by change, grief, and regret. Within hours of the video surfacing online, Duggar forums and fan groups erupted with emotional reactions. Many were surprised, not just by the news itself, but by the fact that Josie, long thought to be sheltered and silent, was the one to say it. "I never expected Josie to be the one to break the silence," one fan commented. "But she's always been a miracle baby, and now she's doing something really brave. This made me cry," another wrote. "You can tell she still loves her mom so much, but she's also hurting." While no one knows exactly what prompted Josie to speak up now, some believe it was connected to a recent family gathering that took place in early April, where several Duggar kids noticeably didn't attend. Insiders say Michelle was especially quiet during the reunion, which was supposed to be a lighthearted family day. "She barely said a word," one source who was present shared. "Usually she's organizing things or hugging everyone, but this time, she just sat there and watched." Some believe Josie saw her mother's pain firsthand and finally reached a breaking point. "I'm not mad at anybody," Josie says, her voice cracking. "I just want people to know she's still a person. She's not just Duggar mom Michelle. She's my mom. And she's hurting. Please be kind."